Hello, Collective. Elsie here to do a reading for you. How are you? Happy weekend. I am recording this on the weekend, but of course, I'm not dating or timing this. So it is a timeless reading that you may find when it resonates with you. Thank you so much for clicking here. If you're brand new, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being in the comments. If you have been, I haven't had a chance to reply to them yet, but I will do that on this weekend. And thank you for all the ways that you participate. Thank you for all the ways that you love on me. And thank you for being in the comments and your thumbs up. And as a thank you, what I like to do is I like to release 10 1-cent readings into the wild every month. And so I just did that yesterday over on Facebook and Instagram. So I don't announce them here when I put them out into the wild because it's a very big group here. But if you're interested in getting a 1-cent reading, I will first announce on Instagram and Facebook. So there may even be a couple of readings there left. If you want to go take a look, Wizio link is in the description. And yeah, I would offer them for free, but Wizio doesn't offer a zero to give for free. They offer 1 cent. So there you go. All right, so let's take a look. What are we going to talk about? We are going to talk about who's coming that is brand new, my friend. Let's talk about that. I don't usually like to call it out. I like for it to come out organically, but I've been seeing in the comments that some of the singles are looking for, they want to look forward and see what's coming up in the future. So this is a future reading. This is a future reading possibly about your person, whatever's coming up in the singles realm. It could be to do with love, and sometimes it doesn't go there. Sometimes it is about abundance or people in your life. Let's find out what's going on. So I will call it the signs and symbols as you need to hear them in order to know what's going on. All right, put your intuitive hat on. Here we go. Okay, well, all right. What else? Okay. That came fast. You do have some communication coming. There is some sort of connection coming, whether it's communication or whether you move quickly into something that might be, yeah, it's overwhelmingly quick. That's what it feels like. There is an Ace of Wands here. Look, we ask and we just get it like that. That's what happens, right? When you ask for it, I'm telling you, manifest yourself out loud. I know it sounds weird. I know it sounds weird to talk to yourself, but do it. Just do it. Just say it. We want it. The Ace of Wands, the Eight of Wands, and the Seven of Cups. It's going to move quickly, and it's going to be uncomfortably quick. It feels like the Ace of Wands is here. There is a new path opening up here. A new path of passion. And it opens up with some sort of communication that you might be getting from somebody here. Let's figure out what's going on. Tell us what's on this path of the Ace of Wands and the Eight of Wands, please, for the singles. For the collective singles, please. Oof. What? Look at that. Surprise. Surprise love connection. Somebody you never thought that you would be in connection with in this type of way. It feels like with the Ace of Wands that you are looking for something that's passionate and fun and flirty and desiring and, you know, all those fun things, right? And I don't think you're expecting to find love, but I think it's flying at you quicker than you can catch it. I'm just saying, put the catcher's mitt on. Here it comes. That's what it feels like. We've got the Page of Cups here, which tells me it is something new. In fact, it is something new that's emotional. It's an emotional connection. It's like you automatically get the little butterflies or the gooblies in the belly when you see this person. It's like you already know. 8 cups. 7, 8. 8 and 8. It feels like it's very close because, you know, there's only 2 between 8 and 10, which is the end of the cycle. So it feels like this is coming up very soon, I want to say. The 2 cups is here. I feel like you're going to have a choice in love. And I feel like it starts out with some really passionate communication. Somebody just kind of blurts it out, it feels like. The Page of Cups is here, and to me it's a surprise, ultimately. And somebody just kind of blurts out their feelings, and I think it makes you feel overwhelmed. Because I don't think that you were expecting to have any sort of romantic attachment, because here's 10 cups, but I think it comes at you as the 2, and then maybe the page, and then after a while maybe the 7 of cups. Like you didn't realize it was 10 because it felt overwhelming and surprising that you might decide to fall in love. Like it feels very whirlwind. It feels like you go on a holiday and you meet somebody and it's incredibly hot. Yeah. And you don't have to be traveling, but I'm just not going to ignore that she's sitting there pointing to the stars, right? So it feels like I want to say it's overwhelming. It moves super quick. It hits all the bases, the passion, the love. I'm making a choice. Goobly's in the belly. It feels like it's all going very quick. And I feel like to you it feels very quick because you may be disconnected emotionally for a while. What I mean is maybe you haven't been dating. Maybe you've been out of the dating scene for a while. And so it feels like it moves incredibly quick. It goes from nothing, feeling in lack, being alone, on the outside looking in, to boom, here it is. It's very interesting. Tell me more. It might be in the winter time, at night, when you connect with this person. Now, I don't know what the connection is. It might be an energetic connection, 7 of Cups, she's pointing at the stars. It might be an emotional connection. Somebody just pops up in your DMs, and you're excited to hear from them, like super excited that they're reaching out to you. But yeah, I feel like you've been cut off in love and passion for a while, but I think that's of your own device. I think you've decided to do that you just haven't been feeling it. It feels like something is whirlwind here. Very quick, but it feels beautifully romantic. We have the Hanged Man and the 5 of Wands. We've got energy that is Piscean here. You didn't see it coming because you had been hesitating. The 7 of Swords is something is being concealed, and what's being concealed is possible competition. So this new person doesn't care if there's competition for you. They don't really care. I think that they think that there is competition for you. I think that's why they pop up in your DMs, because I feel like somebody here has been concealing that they're kind of in indecision, dragging their heels, and then they get some sort of inspiration. They move with inspiration. Something in their gut tells them to reach out for the communication here. I think after the communication comes, it goes really quickly. 7 of Swords. This person's concealing a broken heart. They've just ended something. So this person is someone who has been in a relationship and they've just ended it. Now, we'll clarify some more, but I don't know who this person is to you or how you meet them. So this person has just walked away from a connection and ended something here. And they're feeling a little bit closed off. So when you meet them, they are going to feel a little bit closed off. They won't be flirty. This person is going to be someone who deals with you in swords, I think, because they are in the 7 of Swords and the 3 of Swords. And I feel like the reason that they are in swords is because that's all really they have to offer right now. Because I think that something has ended for them here. The 8 of Cups is here. They had to walk away from something, and it's unfortunately rendered them not very open. They're not really open to a relationship when you meet them. I feel like this is new, though. I think it is new love, but I feel as though it's got to start slow. But the 4 of Pentacles is telling me that, when you meet them, they might still be holding on to that old relationship. That might be a way that you might know who they are. I don't think that they're really think that they can't let go. They can't let go that they walked away, or they can't let go that someone else broke their heart and walked away. Somebody here is going to be still in repair when you meet them. It feels like they're kind of hot off the presses of getting hurt. That's what it feels like here. Tell me about this Two of Cups. What do we need to know about the Two of Cups, please? For the collective, what do we need to know about the Two of Cups? So I think that this person is sort of in indecision about whether to message you or approach you, because they know that they're just out of something. Yeah. And yeah, it feels like it's going to move quickly and overwhelmingly. So be careful that you're not going to end up with yourself in some sort of a rebound position. And I mean, sometimes people don't just disclose this stuff to us, right? Sometimes they don't tell us, look, I just asked my wife for a divorce last week or whatever. Sometimes they don't tell us that stuff. Got the Ace of Swords, we've got the Nine of Cups, and the Nine of Pentacles. We've got the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Wands. I feel like you go from being single to being abundant. Like the Nine of Cups is here, the wish fulfillment is here. And so is the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords and the Two of Cups. Like, it just seems mind-blowing to me that you go from not really being in the dating scene to all of a sudden, and we're going to find out, all of a sudden it feels like something pops up for you here. Ooh, okay. In the future, we've got, the tit. It took the Tower to get you out of the Four of Cups. You really were hanging on tight. Look, we've got Scorpio energy here. It feels like the universe is like, you can't do this anymore. It's time. You got to get out of this energy, this redundant energy of not sharing and not receiving, not giving and not receiving, just kind of being in this redundant energy. I feel like it's for purposes of healing. Yeah, you need to learn how to be the King of Cups. So it feels like you have to take the lead on the King of Cups energy. You have to learn how to be emotionally available and emotionally intelligent. And sometimes things don't work out the way we want to. And so the way we part says a lot about us. And so maybe with this energy here, it feels like you have to learn this energy before anything comes forward, because I feel like it's really important to have the King of Cups energy, to be emotionally available and intelligent, and when to keep your feelings under wrap. I feel like it's a lesson that you have to learn. It's a healing lesson that you have to learn. So when you're ready, well, it doesn't always happen when you're ready. I'm lying to you straight up right now. Because I don't want it to be scary for you. But I'm telling you, there's a lot about people in change. And if you're the person who's been hermiting, I feel like it's time for that to stop. And I feel like the universe is coming to tell you, look, it's time. I want to talk about this here, though. Let's talk about that. The Page of Cups. Tell me about this person that pops up, please. Boy, it's coming quickly, and for those of you who don't like to move quickly, it's not going to be good, because it starts out with a Tower, right? It's yeah, the Tower is coming to pull you right out of your boredom. It's someone who is single, someone who's very abundant and confident, someone who knows how to make their own money. They're probably a business owner. This person is someone who, is very solid and sturdy. They work really hard, and they're very good at what they do. They bring the 10 cups with them. They are the Empress. So we have someone who is Taurus and Libra here, who is about to pop up in your DMs. The Empress, please understand that we know the Empress to be a female body, but we don't know what energy's in there. Feminine or masculine. The Empress is usually feminine leaning, but I do have a couple of friends in my lives that are men that are the Empress. Yeah. So I feel as though what pops up is somebody who's incredibly abundant, somebody who brings the 10 of Cups, and somebody who Solid. This person's really solid. With the Eight of Wands. So they've been asking people about you. So I think it's someone who is already in your realm. The Page of Swords is the one that's looking for more knowledge, looking for more information. The Seven of Wands. So it feels like somebody is trying to get information about the person who's standing their ground, the one who's kind of in fear, who feels like they have to be brave when they do everything. But I see the Nine of Wands as being behind the fear wall. So I feel like this person who pops up in your DMs, whoever they are someone who has been watching you and also asking other people about you, which leads me to believe that you know people that they know. Wow. What? Look at that. Somebody's taking inspired action here. It's the King of Wands, who is Leo, but also Sagittarius and Aries in this reading. We have Scorpio again. Scorpio came out at the bottom of this deck, and now Scorpio's coming out in this deck. So we have the Ten of Wands. It feels as though someone is opening a new chapter here. They've left their burdens behind. And I think it's this person here who's been going through this stuff. I feel like it feels as though the Tower is here as, the Tower falls, so you can just, all those wands can just get lost in the rubble. It's an upheaval and a change, but it almost feels like the upheaval takes away all 10 wands, and then it drops into the rubble. It feels like it's a burden. There's some sort of a burden of having to begin again, and the universe comes in and says, stop thinking about it. It's time to go. So I think that's why this person connects with you. They could be Aries. They could be Scorpio. They could be Taurus or Libra. They could be Aries, Sagittarius. They could be Pisces. Yeah, there it is again. Look, you both want it. You both want to be on that path of passion. Let's see who we're talking about. The only drawback I see here is that somebody's going to try and push you off the edge, try and get you to take a leap of faith. And I feel it's because, now I don't know who the abundant one is. I don't know if the Empress is the one who's sending the message, or if the Empress is the one who's waiting on the message. What I can tell you that I know is that the Empress does not chase. And so just because you send somebody a text, it doesn't mean you're chasing them. You could be sending somebody a text to just introduce yourself and say, hey, I met you at a party last night, or whatever it is, right? And if the person doesn't text you back, then just don't worry about it. Like, the Empress doesn't chase. Do you know what I mean? It's not like you can't initiate, but you just don't chase. Okay, who are we talking about? Tell me who we're talking about. All right, so something significant I feel will happen in the next 6 months. Your person or you could have a significant Gemini placement. There could be an age difference here. One of you is a younger masculine, possibly. It might be the younger masculine that is the Gemini. The Gemini could be a father. We have an older masculine. Interesting energy. So we have an older masculine and a younger masculine, possibly. There is a major attraction between the younger masculine and the older masculine. One of these people is a father. Look, the older masculine could be a father. And could be your father, or maybe you are the father, but younger masculine could also be a child. Keep that in mind as well. But what it feels like to me here, that there is a major attraction between someone who's older and someone who's younger. We could be dealing in masculine energy, but we don't know that it's prominent, masculine leaning. So take that into consideration too, that we all have masculine and feminine energy, and the older masculine and the feminine masculine also, the older and the younger masculine also have feminine energies. Whew. So yes, there is a major attraction here. What else do we need to know? Oh, this is a twin energy, and a Scorpio is involved. The end of the waiting is near. So if you've been waiting on your twin to come in, your twinned energy to come in, it could come in the form of an older masculine or a younger masculine. And The person probably has Scorpio and Gemini in the chart. Very smart, very planned, very strategic. The end of the waiting is near. This is new love. I can't write it. I'm telling you, I love it. Good, good, good. Just make sure that the person is over their junk, so you don't get stuck as the person who they run to, like the first person they run to after their relationship, because it feels like somebody is out of a relationship and is still a little bit closed off or still holding on to that relationship, and they could be using you as the boomerang, right? The way to bounce back. Yeah. So be careful of that. Other than that, I'm going to let you go. Thank you so much for coming here and watching. I appreciate your energy and your time. I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.